Jeff Duncan, Josh Katzenstein here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. A few minutes after the New Orleans Saints have completed a wild one, Josh, 43-37 in overtime. The Saints come away with the victory when it looked pretty bleak there for a while, but another track meet, a lot like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers opener, and the Saints managed to pull it out. And while there's some concerns, obviously, you still got to compliment the team on finding a way to win a game when things didn't look so good early.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a game that, just kept going back and forth. I think there were 9 lead changes, and it just seemed like whichever defense could make a stop, that team was going to win, and the Saints were the ones that made the stop. I know we're going to all bemoan the defense after this one. I mean, Matt Ryan was incredible. They had no answer for him. Calvin Ridley, the rookie, had 3 touchdowns. Julio Jones got so wide open on a play that it looked like it was a punt, that he could just stand under it and wait. But ultimately, late in the fourth quarter, the Saints defense came up with a key stop that allowed the game to go into overtime, and then the Saints just had this incredible drive. I haven't counted. It was like 15-some plays, ran off like 12 minutes. So even if they settled for a field goal, they would have put the Falcons in a tough situation. And it was just sort of the cap on an incredible offensive day for the Saints, and it was a game that the offense certainly deserved to win, but the defense showed a lot of issues.
Well, when you get in these track meet games, you want to have someone like Drew Brees on your side, and Drew Brees was masterful tonight, 39 of 49, 396 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 touchdowns rushing. I don't know if we've ever seen that. We're going to have to look at the record book for that one. But I thought his elusiveness in the open field, if that's what we want to call it, we'll go with that. That touchdown was huge because it actually tied the game, forced overtime. You mentioned the defensive stop. But Brees, in these kind of games, and he's had a lot of experience in these kind of games, I think you always hang your hat on number 9 because he always delivers. And you knew once they got the kickoff to start the overtime, I didn't think Atlanta had a chance to stop him.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I assumed they were going to score a touchdown. I thought it was going to happen a lot quicker than it did, but ultimately it didn't matter. Just made our stories a little bit later, and we'll be here a little bit longer. But, it was a really exciting game, and I think, after the game, both Benjamin Watson and Ted Ginn were talking about how athletic Drew is, and it's something that, I think we all know, but because he's just this pocket passer, we don't really see him scramble that much. But I thought the 7-yard touchdown that tied the game, that might be the best run play I've ever seen Drew Brees make, because it's not just that he made the spin move. When I was watching it live, it seemed like he was setting up the spin move by continuing to pump fake. I think he had one pump while he was already across the line of scrimmage. It seemed like he was trying to get the guys leaning one way so he could do the spin move. And it was a perfect play in the perfect moment. And that's a big reason why they won the game.
Look, anytime you win a game, when you give up 4 plays of 50 yards or more, that rarely happens. So the Saints will take this one. Yes, they have a lot of concerns. Pass defense is something they're going to have to address. I think it's going to be a season-long issue. I think we're going to see a lot of games like this year from the Saints. But anytime you can beat the Falcons here in this building and come away with a win, I think Saints fans will take it. They'll worry about the future going forward. All right, for Josh Katzenstein, Jeff Duncan, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Saints 43, Falcons 37 in overtime.